Good afternoon, or good morning, good evening, wherever you are. I was just here cutting up some vegetables. And I'm like, why don't I do a, excuse me, a YouTube video? So I'm just coming back in from a walk, prayer walk. So I'm here just cutting up some mushrooms, my favorite, some green, some crimini mushrooms, and some green peppers, just to make like a kind of like a stir-fried egg, and I put some of that also on. That's what's boiling here. Put a few pieces on there, and an egg. I know it's probably a weird combination, but I'm gonna add some cabbage. If I own it, I've got to cut the cabbage or cut too much. Oh, I have music playing in the background. I hope they did not pick that up. So I'm gonna cut like a small piece of cabbage, and I'm going to wash it. Cut up this cabbage. Fridge. So for me, I'm not putting any other thing in this. Maybe some Himalayan salt, black pepper, or what do you call this thing? Garlic powder, because I have no garlic. I usually put garlic. I love cooking with garlic, so I usually put garlic. I hope this is up high. Yeah, I usually cook with garlic, but I'm all out today, so. So this is what I'm gonna do. I do have some leftover pinto beans that I might put there. I'm not sure yet. I know it's a weird mix today, but that's okay. So I would usually use coconut oil, but I don't have any. I'm all out of that as well. So I have to go and do groceries. So basically I'm putting like odds and ends together to have lunch. So what I would do is put the frying pan on. Since I don't have coconut oil, what I will do is I would just put a little bit of water in there, and so it will boil, and then it will basically the water would evaporate and it would start to brown. So it'll give it some color, and then I would add my spices. Cut up my cabbage. And I just want to, say that sometimes we think that when we're praying to the Lord, He doesn't hear us. Sometimes we think when we're praying to the Lord, He doesn't understand us. Sometimes we think when we're praying to the Lord, it's like He's not listening. I think I'm going to turn this down. There's like too much steam. But I want to encourage us today that He hears everything we say. Sometimes it might look like He hears the smaller stuff instead of the bigger stuff. But a piece of my cabbage fell. Put that in the garbage. Sometimes we think that He doesn't hear us, but He hears us. He hears every word, and He listens. Sometimes those things that we might be asking for is not in His time. So one thing I'm learning is that when I notice I'm praying on a particular thing, because I find myself repeating myself, but we're not supposed to be repeating repetitive prayers. So we're supposed to pray and leave it at the feet of Jesus. So that's one thing I'm realizing at this point in my life, that I need to leave everything at His feet. So the time is basically, what do you call this? Put these things here. The pan is dry because I had some water in there. So this is what I'm gonna put inside my carrots, green peppers, and cremini mushrooms. Any kind of mushroom is fine. So what I'm gonna do is put the cabbage in first. Then I'll also add the other things after. The cabbage kind of gets a little bit soft. Not too soft, because I still like the little crunch to my cabbage. Add about let's see, that was probably about 4 tablespoons of water. You can add your spices in now if you like. I think I'm going to add mine in a bit. Right. So as I was saying, that sometimes we feel that God is not answering us on time. We have to do all of these prayers. But you know what? It doesn't happen that way. And I'm going to tell you this morning as I was praying, because I didn't get up and go into my praying area this morning. I have to tell you, there's days like that. So I was really having a different day today. And I went, not into my prayer closet, but I laid there on the bed this morning. And I did my prayers and I did my affirmations. And then it was like, as I was getting up, I was folding up something. And I said, God, put me on someone's mind today. And I noticed lately that whenever I'm asking God to do that, He puts me on somebody's mind. Why I'm saying that? For a particular thing. For a particular thing. Do you know that it is 1:20 my time? So as I got up this morning, I went and I listened to a message this afternoon before I went from earlier before I went for my prayer walk, and God put me on somebody's mind. So this is some of the things that like we need to learn about God, see about it. Some more water here, just in case what I need. So these are some of the things that we need to learn about God. And I'm sorry I don't have everything in a spice bottle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my spices now. So I'm about to put in my pepper. And so some Himalayan salt, not too much. For me, not too much. I don't know about you, but as you can see, I'm trying to go on a healthy tip. You know, got to do the best that we can on our side. God will do the rest. So I don't know why music. So yeah, we just got to trust God and believe that whatever we ask, it's already done. Like it didn't take me a 20-minute prayer or an hour prayer. It just took me, God put me on somebody's mind today. And He did that. And I'm grateful, I'm thankful that He saw fit for me to be worthy for that to happen. Now, when I cook, my mother always says, if there's water in there, you just dip. Go like this. To see if you have enough salt, seasoning. And so that's it. And my butternut squash, which I like to call pumpkin. We call it pumpkin in Jamaica. My parents call it pumpkin because they were from Jamaica. And so they call it pumpkin. So the pumpkin is almost done, I believe. Yeah, pumpkin's almost done. Yeah. It's a piece of or I think the real name for these are kombucha squash. Kombucha? Something like that. So I made a few pieces. That I can eat with my, and I'm gonna have this with an egg on the side. I know it's kind of strange, but so that's ready. So that's about it. And I'm going to, after this, do my egg. I'm just gonna kind of poach my egg. Poach. Poach my egg in some water. So basically, this is how it looks. There's some water in there. So that has to dry down. And then basically I do my egg, and that will be it. So a little, I don't know if you want to call this a Wisdom Wednesday talk, but we have to learn to trust God. We have to learn to believe. I believe, as it says in the book of Mark, we need to believe that what we have prayed for, we have already received. And that, sometimes we limit God, and sometimes we tend not to believe. We tend to say, okay, maybe it's too big. God, I don't think God is going to do this. Or, somehow there's some doubt there somewhere. So I just want to encourage us to continue to keep pressing into God, keep moving in the things of God, and just keep trusting, keep believing in our faith. When we notice our faith is low, we just pray to Him and ask Him to increase our faith in this season. Because I truly believe God He's moving in this season, and He's doing a mighty thing in our lives, and He wants to use those who will avail themselves to Him. So I will insert how this all looks at the end. I will insert how all of this looks at the end, and it might not be, looking all that great because there's so much different things on the plate, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, it would have been nice to make some food, but it's okay. Maybe another day. Minus the noodles, because we know noodles are not good for you. Um, so this is almost done. I will insert a picture at the end, and I'm just going to say thanks for watching. And if you're not a follower, please follow, share, subscribe, comment. Comments are welcome as well. And so I'm trying to be consistent on this channel. Trying to be consistent, especially with ministry. Here and there, I'll drop some cooking videos or everyday life, but more ministry and empowerment, whether that be behind the camera or in a women's gathering. So I will see you in the next video. Remember that you are enameled by God's grace, my sister. God wants to take you from your broken places back to your beauty. God bless.